to my channel. I am Jennifer. Nice to have you here. So today I want to talk about something that bothered me. I don't know if it bothered anybody else, but I just want to talk about it. It is the new Shane Dawson video, okay? That Shane Dawson video about Eugenia Cooney. Oh God, did it hit a nerve? Did it ever hit a fucking nerve, man? Okay. Now I understand that he came out of a place of wanting to help and wanting to sympathize and wanting to be there for her. But the way he went about it was so not cool. For one, like with that talk he had with Katie, the therapist, okay? He asked her what he should and what he shouldn't bring up. He asked her what was okay and what was not okay to talk about. And the main things that she told him not to say and not to talk about, what the hell did he do? He went and fucking asked her those questions. Like, what did the doctor label you as? That's none of your business. That's nobody's business. And obviously she was so uncomfortable when you asked her that question. She was so uncomfortable. I could feel the weird vibes coming through my fucking computer screen, hitting me in the face, throwing me on the ground, and kicking me. I felt that. And I don't know how you didn't feel it, or either that or you just looked past it and thought about your video and what you could gain out of that situation more than how she felt or how you were making her feel. She is too nice of a person to let you know that she's uncomfortable. You could already tell that because she's so nice to people who tell her to go fucking die. Like, people like that, I have friends like that. And it's not a bad thing. Some people are just more reserved and would rather not spread hate or negativity. But people like me and a lot of other people are not going to take shit like that. That is not cool. Okay? And it's normal for people to be curious and be, just wanting to know all the details and get all the juicy, news and shit out and the tea or whatever. But come on, she was in a vulnerable place and she is a very vulnerable girl. She's so sweet and so nice. And she is still in recovery, okay? What you don't understand about eating disorders is it's like a drug addiction. You will always be in recovery because those dark thoughts will always be in your mind. You may not display the behaviors anymore, but from somebody who has experience with eating disorders, I have been suffering an eating disorder for many, many years. It used to be bulimia. It went from bulimia to restricting heavily, and I still have a problem with restricting myself, but it's getting better. But regardless of that, I know how the thought processes go. I know that regardless of what anyone says, whether they say, oh, you look beautiful, you look great, blah, 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 in your mind, your messed up eating disorder brain will tell you different. They'll tell you that those people are just being nice, that they're really thinking that you look fat, that they're really thinking just all these crazy things that people are not actually thinking. But when you get into a disordered brain and a disordered mindset, such as like with eating disorders, it could really, really fog your thoughts. And I feel sorry for Eugenia. I feel compassion towards her that I do want her to seek and continue to get help. But the way you did the way you talked to her, the way you asked her questions was just like, it felt grimy. It felt like you were just like manipulating a situation, a vulnerable person in a vulnerable situation to get the most views that you could. I mean, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, you say that you understand eating disorders and that you experience it too, but what you don't understand is the eating disorder range is so vastly different from one end to the other, and nobody experiences an eating disorder the same way. So none of us can put ourselves in her shoes. But you were asking her questions that were visibly making her uncomfortable. And she just laughed it off because she's such a nice person that she didn't want to be confrontational and say that's not cool to talk about. But when you were asking her like what she eats during the day, uh, what does your daily meals look like? What did you asked her so much intimate stuff that she was obviously not ready to open up about. And you shouldn't have asked her those things in the fucking first place because Katie told your ass not to do that. Like, oh my God. These YouTubers, man, these YouTubers are really, really getting to me. It's like, how could you be so self-involved to the point where regardless of who or what you are filming or what you are making a video about, it is turned into, and this is just my personal opinion. These are obviously not facts. These are obviously, this is just the way I see things. And nobody probably will agree with me. Some people will, some people won't. It doesn't matter. I want to hear everyone's opinion. That's what makes the world go round. Everyone having a different opinion on shit. But I am so sick of YouTubers taking advantage of situations to get people to click on their stupid ass video. Or, oh God, it irks me to my core that people are doing this. Taking, like, it almost feels like one of those people who film themselves giving food to the fucking homeless. Like, oh, wow. Okay. Are we supposed to, like, cheer you on and you want a fucking medal because you bought some burgers for the homeless? Yeah, it would have meant, and it does mean something, but it would have meant more if you would have just did it. Not for a video, not to get views, not to bring people into your channel. Because that's what you do, Shane. That is what you have become. And I hate to say this, and I hate to put this accusation out there, but money has changed you. And it's not your fault, really, because money changes a lot of people. And it happens slowly to the point where you don't notice it. But I've noticed this in a lot, because I've met, I've seen people come up from the bottom who have had nothing, like you, Shane, and they become so self-involved and so concerned with their own life and their own shit that's going on that they become these like heartless, selfish people. And I'm not saying Shane is heartless and selfish, because obviously he's not. He's a very sweet, caring person. It's just that you should have done more research, and you should have talked to a lot more doctors than just Katie before you like approach such a sensitive situation and a sensitive topic, especially because I guarantee a lot of her viewers were watching that video, and a lot of her viewers probably suffer with eating disorders as well. Because when we do negative behaviors, we want to have somebody who else is also doing something negative, so we don't feel so bad about it. When I was in treatment, we got in trouble for things like talking about past behaviors in a light that would make it seem desirable to do, or a light that would make it seem okay. And you should have taken that video and made it a little more serious, because there was an awful lot of joking, and there was also an awful lot of laughing. There was an awful lot of just like, your video Shane personality, the Queen T, that type of new Shane that has emerged, and it just didn't fit with the topic. Like with Tana's video. You were like really serious, and you were really emotionally invested, and you were really there for her. But with Eugenia's video, which is a way more serious topic and way more serious implications on what could happen, with the viewers and with her, you were so jokey and like so aloof. And it was just like, damn, I was looking forward to like a good, heartfelt, serious video from, and helping her getting into her mind in a good way. But you made her feel so uncomfortable, And it was so obvious, and I really hate that for her, because just because she went to treatment for a little bit does not mean she's fully recovered. Just like a drug addiction, eating disorders, you will always be in recovery. You're always in recovery, and you're always battling that demon. It's a daily choice to not do the behaviors that you're used to doing, just like it's a daily choice for an addict not to use drugs. It's the same concept, but just a different avenue of self-destruction. So I hope you guys understood this message. It's not hate at all. It's constructive criticism, that maybe you should have been a little bit more sensitive to the topic, and maybe you should have been a little bit more educated and well-informed before you started asking somebody who suffers with this worst case of anorexia that I've ever seen what the fuck she eats. Come on. You have more sense than that, Shane, but we all know that you have turned into this new person. You've reinvented yourself once, yet again, and now you're a documentary filmmaker or whatever the heck you're doing right now. But you're going after people in the most vulnerable situations and trying to pull those out for views. Now, I really hope that you see this video and it helps you in the future when you make another video, because I know that you have it in you to take constructive criticism and apply it and change. We all have that within us. It's just a choice. So I hope this didn't offend anybody. I hope this, and if it did, oh well, that's life. But more importantly, I hope it helps people to realize that when you're talking to people about, touchy subjects or things that are really, really deeply affecting them, please operate out of a place of love and compassion and understanding. And if you can't operate out of those places, just be there for that person. You don't always, when people come to you with help for problems, they're not always looking for a solution. Sometimes they're just looking for someone to be there for them, physically, emotionally, somebody to, dump all the frustrations out. And they don't want, they don't want advice a lot of the times. They don't want your opinions. They don't want help. They just want somebody who cares. That's very important, that you operate out of a place of love, because too many people nowadays are so quick to judge and throw out hate when somebody's not doing their best in life. But we all need to be there for each other more. And I really hope this helps somebody, and I hope this gets to Shane and he hears this. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.